So hi there, Rabbi. How you doing today?
Well, I'm struggling with accepting the weather today. It's just windy and rainy and gloomy.
The rain falls on the just and the unjust alike, as they say. But is that really a problem? What is it about us that doesn't want to accept reality the way it is? I mean, we talk to our doctors, we listen to our politicians, we talk to anybody who gives us sound, reasonable advice, and we go, yeah, okay. And then we ignore it.
That's a great question because I think it ultimately leads to unhappiness. If we want to look at all the studies and we look at the happiest countries in the universe, these are people, individuals that accept what is and then change what can be changed. And therein lies the key. I think the problem being we want to think we could change it or it will get changed for us. Hey, I'll get a scratch off. Hey, I'll play the lottery. That'll solve my problems. Rather than saying these are things going on in my life, the weather, this is going on right now. So rather than focusing on unrealistic change, let me say I'm going to live with, and then I'm going to look at the things that can be changed or dealt with. But I think denial, that river in Egypt that we find ourselves on without a paddle, is just so seductive.
Well, it's not only denial, it's misplaced hope. I don't think there isn't a kid who went to school who didn't say, "Oh, I'm not ready for that test that they're supposed to give today. Hopefully, maybe the teacher will be sick and I won't have to worry about it."
But I think a lot of that's learned, Joe, and I think it's cultural. And again, I can, there's lots of countries that don't seem to have that same problem that we have as Americans. Denial, not accepting what is. Even the Flat Earth Society, the moon landing was fake. If you look at all the stuff that we're bombarded with that flies in the face of scientific proof and evidence of physics, that rather than saying, I have a test coming up, I better prepare for it. Now, where did I learn this idea that I hope the teacher will get sick, run over by a truck, hope the teacher something happens and I don't have the test? We get that from TV, from the media, from our parents. We get that from around us. Let's take it away from the global and bring it back. How has it worked in your relationships and personally when you didn't accept the roof needs to be fixed? We need to do something with the plumbing. This is leaking. I have to see a doctor. My teeth are bothering me, but I'm not gonna spend the money because I have other things. I want to get a new iPhone, so I'm not going to spend money on the dentist. How have these things worked in your personal life? That's what I would like to put out there, Joe. We can talk about politicians and all the big stuff, but let's just do a little test. How has it worked in our private lives?
Well, I know the advice I give all the young people I work with, and they all think of me as their grandfather's age, when they start moaning about their credit card debt and their inability to cover their expenses, as I say, all you have to do is know two things. How much money do you have in the bank at any given moment? And how much do you have to spend every month to stay solvent? I've known several people who went from massive credit card debt to no debt at all just by following that advice. So it's not that hard, but yet we want our things, don't we? I mean,
Yes, we do. We want, and we also believe that our things will solve problems. I'll feel better. I'm feeling down, so I'm going to go shopping. I'm going to treat myself and buy something I can't afford with the idea I'll feel better. I'm just asking everyone, take a look at what happened when you did that 5 years ago. Did it work? That's all I'm asking is, did these strategies work? I predict that they didn't. And we just ended up with more problems because we created them. And so this is neither pleasant nor unpleasant. Our solution is accepting the things we cannot change and then living with them and doing inventory. See how it makes me feel. See how I feel. See how things are going. Make a list of your 10 problems or 10 troubles, and then make a list of 11 through 20. And watch what happens with your initial 10 problems when you get rid of number 8. Everything moves up one. So we're always going to have 10 things bothering us. The challenge is living with and not making it worse.
Well, I know one thing that definitely doesn't make things worse and always improves my life, and it's your advice, Rabbi. I hope the sun comes out eventually for you. Meanwhile, carry an umbrella and enjoy the day.
The sun will come out tomorrow, and I use the rain as kind of a metaphor because that's something that is. It's my response to it that's upsetting. And that's the message I want to get across to everyone. It's our response to the situations, not the situation itself very often.